Let's talk about boots, shall we? You know what? The video on the Stitchdown construction that I got previously here in this channel gave me the idea of put together a video comparison, doing a comparison with the other construction methods that I have on my boot collection. So starting with the Stitchdown construction method here, like the name said, Stitchdown. What they do is stitch the upper of the boot that has been flared out a little bit, and that gets stitched to the midsole of the boot, and then to that outer sole is applied. Some boot manufacturers actually they go through from the top here, from the upper all the way to the outer sole. That's not the case in this boot here. But another thing about this construction method is often is 270 degrees. So it goes from one side of the boot to this other end of the boot here, and they attach the back heel of the boot utilizing nails. And that's pretty much the Stitchdown construction. Very, very popular style of construction among boot enthusiasts there. And it is actually a really good looking construction method. Very clean, very well done. The next construction method that I have here is also very popular among high quality boot manufacturers, and that is the Goodyear Welted boots. And with that construction, what they do is they attach a little strip of leather to the upper of the boot. They call that welt. And then the welt is used for stitching the outer sole of the boot. So you can see all the stitching that goes around here. All that stitching goes all the way through the welt of the boot. This one here is a 360 Goodyear welt. That means it goes all around the boot. But some boot manufacturers actually, they only do the 270, which goes from one side of the boot to the other here. And then they attach the back of the boot with nails. Now, there is an argument that says that this construction method here, it is more water resistant than the Stitchdown, just because it goes all around with the stitching. No stitching to the upper, but directly to the sole. So that way they said this more water resistant. And in this case, it's a little bit less water resistant because there is no stitching here to protect to go through the sole. So they said the water can filter into the holes from the nails. But there is no actual study that proves the argument, so who knows. And this here, the 360 Goodyear welt, 270 Goodyear welt. The next construction method that I have here for you is what they call Blake stitch. And what they do with this one is they tuck the leather of the upper in between this fake welt here, and then they stitch directly the soles to the uppers and leave the welt just for show. It doesn't, the welt is not doing any structural support job to improve the boot. And some boot manufacturers may tend to do that just because it allows them to provide a little bit of slick look on their boots. So a lot dressier or fancier boot manufacturers, they will do that. That way the welt doesn't look too far out from the uppers, and it gives the boots a little bit more slick look. But also the argument with the water resistant is there. Many people said because the stitching goes directly to the sole and the uppers, and the upper of the boot, they argue that it is easier for water to filter into your footwear. So that's why they don't recommend. At least people who criticize or people who it goes after high quality boots. They go for the Goodyear Welted and also for the Stitchdown construction method. But again, there is not any study that prove that argument. And the last construction method that I have for you here is the cemented construction method. This one here, not very popular among boot enthusiastic because they argue that the boots here are cheaply made, low quality parts, and it doesn't last as much as these other ones here. So this one, once the cement start failing, the whole sole comes off, and at that point you can make a decision to convert this boot into a Blake stitch boot or a Goodyear Welted, and have your coverlet to add welt all around the boot. But it will be a costly job, and at that point you'll be paying more just to fix the boot than what you will pay for the actual new pair of boots. Now, this pair of boots here with the cemented construction may be good for somebody who is not looking for keeping the boots long. Maybe they just want to wear them for a season, or maybe just have to go and do one event with those boots, and then they are not planning on keeping the boot any longer. Then probably a cemented construction boot will be a good alternative for them, and then they will go either up in the pile for donation to the Goodwill store, or in the pile for your next garage sale at home. So that's the kind of people who will probably tend to acquire boots like this. But the other ones here, they are very durable. They are meant to last a long time. So that's all I have for construction method on boot manufactured. My name is Ben. Please consider to give a thumbs up to this video if you find it informative or entertaining. Come back here for more videos next week. And remember to wear your boots. Until I'll talk to you again, please stay well. Bye.